Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Banner Saga. Ah, wasn't that music glorious? I've said before that I don't pay a whole lot of attention to new games. So I'd seen the trailer for this, or maybe some teaser images or something like that before it came out, but I wasn't really aware of exactly what the game was like until I saw the first few episodes of J Square John Jeremy's Let's Play of it, and I thought it was really interesting, and I really like the artwork and music. So I decided to stop watching that so I didn't spoil myself, and because I wanted to do a Let's Play of it myself. So here we are, the Banner Saga. One thing that the game does not let you do is essentially, like, say, well, I mean, it kind of does. You can go back to earlier points, but you can't, like, save mid-battle kind of thing. It doesn't look like. You've got one game going on, and you can select earlier chapters and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that we won't have any problems with the recording, but we'll see. I started a game just for audio level testing and stuff like that. I did also choose a banner for our army, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen far enough in. There's a lot of heraldry to choose from, many of which were supplied by Kickstarters. Obviously, I was not a Kickstarter for it, so I do not have a banner of my own in here. So I just chose one that I liked. I believe that's either the Welsh Dragon or the Britannian Dragon, so that seemed suitable. There's also... Actually, let's go to the animals. One other one that I considered was the Norse Raven that you might be familiar with from Crusader Kings 2. But we're going with the dragon. Alright, so let's go ahead and restart the game. Oh, actually, let's take a look at the options. There aren't a whole lot of options. We are full screened. I've turned on closed captioning, music is on, sound effects are on, difficulty is normal. So let's go ahead and restart the game. Yes, that's fine. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Yeah, in terms of one thing, that's a pretty major thing. Just saying. Kind of a big deal. That music.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðan vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds.
I can see why they'd consider it a dire omen. Just saying.
We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
and first sign of snow. This is a big first sign of snow. You can really tell that they're from the north. It's not really a sign of snow until there's a foot on the ground. Looks like there's a coup of some sort going on. Hey guys, I heard there was beer here. See, this is what happens when you don't give them beer. Or mead. I'd probably like mead better now that I think about it. That's exactly what I said. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Well, there's a lot of people around here, and there's only 4 of them. You'd think they could do a little bit more. Click and drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. Whee! Okay. And this is the tutorial battle. You can turn on these flags. I will leave them off for now. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Huzzah! Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. I like how one of our guys is just standing back. Yeah, you guys have fun there. I'll sit back here. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move your shield banger here to get him in attack range. Okay. To target an enemy, click on the tile on which they stand. Ally targets tiles are blue, the enemies are red. Target this enemy now by clicking his tile. Hello! I have sword for you. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers between each icon, 2, 5, show the damage you will do to that star. And I have no idea how they calculate armor damage. I'll have to check the mark. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. This enemy has only 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength, then confirm your choice. I'm not sure if your guys falling in battle actually means that they're dead or not. Hello? Have sword! He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. AKA, it's experience. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Well, that's good. And it doesn't look like there's any kind of flank bonus or rear attack bonus, so I guess that's something. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. Yeah, I'm sure I will not. By clicking on gold tiles, a character can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Move your Warhawk into attack range now. Okay. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's tile to access his ability. Sweet! Tempest. Normal strength damage to 2 adjacent enemies, starting from the target and going clockwise. Okay. So start here and then go into him. I wonder if you started here if it would go to that one. Probably. A description of the ability will appear in the tooltips below. Warhawk's Tempest allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Select an enemy and then confirm your choice. Oh, are you both dead now? Oh, yes, you are. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only one enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Sweet. If the character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn, because he's stupid. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. Click the fist, and then the stars above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage numbers go up as you add willpower. Click a star, and then the green checkmark to kill this enemy. Ah, what a satisfying ding. Hello! You're now dead. I hope you enjoyed it. Your renown grows. Woohoo, +5 renown.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves.
It's a moving tapestry
This
show.
chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
Then take off the Ring of Regeneration. Or use fire.
I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help
Troll
me
Hound.
finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe.
Sweet, double
Take
cash.
any men you need. They're loyal. I promise you that. They will meet
Not
you
sure there are
down
many
in the
left.
proving grounds.
We did a number on them coming up to the hall. Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. Only. It's just a little thing. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, Steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. And here you see the character interactions screen. They do move a little bit. There's some recurrent animation of wind and stuff like that. One of my problems is that their lips never move, despite them supposedly talking to each other. I find it disconcerting. I don't know. That's me. But I do really like the art style used for this game. It reminds me a lot of like the Rankin Bass Hobbit and Return of the King, as well as to a lesser extent some of Ralph Bakshi's work and stuff like that. It's a very nice change of pace. Ubin, isn't it? And we are playing as Ubin right now. See, these things move, and his eyes move occasionally, but his mouth never moves. Oh, telepathy. Alright, so we have choices. We can be kind of rude, or we can be polite. It is. The governor tells me that you'll be giving us a hand. I didn't exactly agree now. What did you have in mind? Scalthings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall, scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure that they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Okay, and we can head down to the market. I suppose we should do that. Let me handle this. Okay. You meander through rows of open-face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches at you as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled it back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. Rat anus. Good times. I don't talk to... They don't talk to me! Eric needs some help here? We'll just say nothing. We can just, stand here menacingly with our quill pen. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk across the ground. Gods, Eric laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Scalfings? Noblemen, up by the east wall. But that was months ago last, I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. He looks brighter now. Gunnulf. Are we done here? Gunnulf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. We'll be nice. They look good. I'm glad you care. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of those scowls on the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Let's see. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Okay, so we can head up to the mead house here. But we'll do that in the next episode, because there is surely going to be another battle there. See you then!